My name is Ethan Karpinski. Follow me around the country in search of some of the biggest fish that we can find. Stay tuned for tips, tricks, content, and more. This is U.S. Fisherman. Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel today. My name is Ethan Karpinski and I'm the host of U.S. Fisherman. Today we're going to be going into a gear review, actually talking about my favorite finesse rods for smallmouth. And these will work for a variety of applications year-round, but these are the two kinds of rods that you need. So without any further ado, we are going to hop right into the video. Before we get fully into this video, I do want to note that all of these rods have been put to the test. I do have one new one here sitting on the table, but that is going to be kind of a replacement for some of the other ones. All right, so all of the rods I'm going to be talking about today are St. Croix rods. And St. Croix is an amazing company. They offer a very, very, very wide selection of rods for everything from saltwater to freshwater, bass fishing, musky fishing, anything you could ever really need. Also, they offer them in a variety of price ranges. So St. Croix is going to be the way that I go 95% of the time when I'm buying a fishing rod. And in regards to the fishing we're talking about today, we are talking about finesse fishing. So we are talking about your Ned rig, your drop shot, your Demiki rig, anything kind of in that, 1/32 to quarter or 3/8 ounce range. Anything that you're going to be using light line for, especially like below 8-pound test even. So these rods are going to be ideal for those scenarios. Starting out, we have our 7-foot Avid. This is a rod that I used for the past 2 years. And the specs on the 7-foot Avid are medium light, fast action, has SC3 graphite with a cork handle, and it has Fuji guides and a Fuji reel seat. This is an extremely light and versatile rod. And I used it for pretty much everything from Ned rig to drop shot to Demiki. It handles fish really, really well, which is one thing I noticed. When you're using a fast action rod, sometimes you'll get rods that are a little bit too stiff up towards the tip, and you'll actually notice you will lose fish from that. They'll be more sensitive, but you'll lose fish. So it's kind of this tug of war kind of battle that a lot of fishermen face between having a stiffer rod that's more sensitive and having a rod that actually gives a little bit and allows you to land almost every single fish you hook. Knock on wood, but I've had very little problems with losing fish with this rod. And then the next rod we're going to talk about is the 7-foot Premier. So the Avid is St. Croix's, I think, $170 model. It's a little bit on the higher end for prices. And then the Premier is going to be your $120 model. But both of them are very similar in their characteristics. They're both 7-foot rods, both medium lights with fast action. The Premier is made with SC2 graphite, which is honestly a little bit less sensitive, but it's not in a bad way though. I think the SC2 graphite is actually a little bit softer, so I get a little bit more flex out of this rod. I'm able to honestly drag baits a little bit better with this rod just because it's a little bit stiffer, and it gives me a little bit better hook set, especially down deep on the bottom when there's rocks and stuff that are getting in the way. The main difference between these two is the guides are a little bit different. We've got just aluminum oxide guides on the Premier. And then it is also actually a little bit lighter than the Avid, which surprises me because when I hold them, I think the Avid just feels like a more finesse, lightweight rod. Both of these are very similar when it comes to line ratings and lure ratings. The Avid being 4 to 10 pounds and the Premier being 4 to 10 pounds as far as line goes. And then as far as lure weight goes, they both handle 1/8 ounce up to 1/2 ounce. The Avid only is supposed to go to 3/8. And I honestly would stick to 3/8 and below with both of these rods. 1/2 ounce would definitely be pushing it a little bit. But both of these rods have exactly what you need to catch big smallmouth. They have the finesse factor. They have the fast action tip that gives you the sensitivity to detect those light bites on the light line. They have enough bend and enough softness to them that allow you to fight those big fish. Granted, I do still keep my drag pretty loose because a 5-pound smallmouth turning on a dime, going on a big run is not always going to be very friendly. It doesn't even matter what kind of rod you have. But overall, if you're looking for a cheaper rod, you're going to want to go with the Premier. Like I said, it's extremely similar. And I don't even really want to be comparing these two as much as saying how good they both are, because they both work. And I use them interchangeably. I use both for Damiki, both for Ned Rig. It just kind of, honestly, I can flip back and forth. And, one's priced for 120 and the other's priced for 170. So whatever fits your budget better, and whatever you are more comfortable with will be a good option. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. These are the 2 rods that you guys will need in your arsenal this coming year. Go check them out on Tackle Warehouse or St. Croix's website. There's usually a good variety available. If you guys have any more questions or want me to talk about any more technique-specific rods, I can get way more detailed. I just wanted to kind of scratch the surface and make sure you guys had a good understanding of what my favorite 2 rods were going into the 2024 season. Thanks for watching.